It is still possible to get lucky at the thrift store. You go to the store, you find something interesting on the shelf, you bring it home, you look it up, and surprise, surprise, it's actually worth some good money. We are back to Habitat Restore. Whenever I go to a thrift shop, I usually start in the holiday section. Most shops now leave all holidays out year round. I recognize these rabbits. I think they were from home interior parties or Christmas around the world parties. There actually was a set. But I check out the holiday section to see if there's anything vintage that could sell, whether it be a ceramic tree, a box of shiny bright ornaments. You never know what you might find, so you just have to take a peek and look and see if there are any vintage goodies around. The mugs. I do not need more tea mugs. I have plenty, but just in case there's one that I have to have, or if there is an Alice one, a Disney one, people do buy coffee mugs on eBay and Etsy for those that add to their collection, or even those that perhaps they have a favorite mug and it breaks, so they go online and look. Now, I'm not in any need for glassware, but I just wanted to show how nice the Habitat Restore displays all of their items. They take great care in a good display, easy to see everything, easy to reach in and look at an item, whereas some other thrift shops, it's kind of all thrown in there. So this is their dollar section. We have some little coasters. I think that's an angel baby. Just a different variety of items, some useful, some knickknacks, some things you didn't even know existed. And then I also like to look out for souvenir items. I actually found this one from Atlantic City. That's a popular place that I often find many souvenir things from. But we even have the spoons. Who didn't have a spoon collection back in the day, or had a relative that had a spoon collection? That is from Kings Island. I have never been there. So we have more glassware, all of your kitchen accessories. At first, that reminded me somewhat of Pyrex, but obviously it's not. You have another little souvenir, a tea bag holder from Florida. Plenty of items to look at, and hopefully you find some little treasure. Their book section is always a must to look through. I spent a little time in the history section to see if there was anything I could use for myself. They had a whole stack of golden books, so may as well take a peek to see what's in there. Some of these I recognized from when I was younger, and I still have most of my books from when I was little. Crispy. I do not remember Crispy. It looks familiar, but I can't put my finger on it. The Easter section. I love the vintage ceramics. They remind me of my grandmother and her aunts because they all decorate it with that kind. Now I'm looking and I spot something in the back. This looks rather neat or primitive. It's rabbits dancing with radishes. It is signed by a Hal, and little did I know what that was actually worth. I also spotted a classic Lisa Frank. This is an Easter Beauty Bits. We didn't have these when I was growing up. This is a bit newer, but Lisa Frank is usually a good purchase if you can find it, so we picked that up too. All sorts of Easter, more ceramic pieces. It's a good thing I do not collect them because I would be in trouble, because whenever you go to a thrift store, you usually can find them. I love the eggs. I have my grandmother's ceramic eggs that she would always decorate with. But you can always add more to the collection, right? No, I must say no. Lots of Easter. I think this location is no longer accepting Christmas items. It says on their website they might be in an overloaded state and are waiting for Christmas to put more out. They do have a vintage and antique section where each item is priced individually. Some heavy duty ice buckets there. You have your glasses. I always look at the ashtray. If you've seen my previous restore videos, you know that I take a look at them just to see if there are any from any place that is local and out of business, or any that could be resold. You have your Cape May Ferry. I don't think places offer ashtrays as souvenirs anymore. Disneyland and Disney World used to offer ashtrays as a souvenir, but I'm pretty sure that those days are gone. If you need a juicer, I just realized there's 4 of them. Blessed are those who go around in circles, for they shall be called the big wheels. What I like about the Restore is that they sell their glasses and their plates in entire sets. So you're not buying 1 plate, 2 plates, 3 plates, 4 plates. That's one of the nice qualities of the Restore. That, and again, you can see just how well organized it is. I always stress that whenever I go to the Habitat Restore. Their linens are priced not too bad, $3 for a Christmas linen. They aren't like other thrift shops where used washcloths are $3.99. That's crazy. You can get a sheet for $5. They fold them up rather nicely, tie them up, and then they actually label them. And they'll say if they have sheets or pillowcases included. Who doesn't want to start their own collection of punch bowls? I wonder when they are going to come back. I'm not sure if they ever will. A nice little tulip vase, you have your steins, and again, just the complete sets of the dinnerware, which is perfect for someone that's moving into a new home, they're getting their first apartment, or even for a college student if they're renting a house with other students. It's a lot cheaper and I think more cost effective to buy from a thrift shop. You can also get all the artwork you will ever need. They have these all nicely arranged. Prices vary, I think, depending on the frame and then depending on the print, but plenty to choose from. And the sports equipment section. I didn't really look in the section. I don't know much about sports equipment, so I just took a little peek. Basketballs. Basketball guy, where are you? They have basketballs here, and I think they're pretty cheap too. And then I found, could this be Babe Ruth? I always joke, I know that's not Babe Ruth's signature. I went to the Habitat Restore to film a different type of thrifting video, but then that got kind of pushed aside when I actually found a few items that turned out to be good reselling items. I enjoy going to Habitat Restore because the store is clean, well organized, the employees are friendly, and their prices are still pretty good. Now, of course, they have their antique section, they have their furniture section, so those prices can be a little bit higher, but overall, I mean, you can go there and get an entire, plate setting for your kitchen, for your dining room for, under $20. And you're not getting that at Goodwill because you will have to buy each piece separately. Habitat Restore, they still have the dollar shelves. Their linens are priced really well. You're not paying $3.99 for a used washcloth at the Habitat Restore. But I like going and seeing what they have in the book section. I have to pull myself away because I could probably spend all day there looking at the books for myself and seeing which ones that I'd want to purchase. I found a few things. Nothing super crazy, but a good surprise. First, I did pick up one book, The Road to Oz. This is a little golden book. They had almost a whole shelf of little golden books. And everything that I purchased, I got 3 items, so I spent $3. But yes, The Road to Oz. So it looks like Dorothy meets some different kind of characters. I haven't read this book. This is actually the first time that I've seen this version of Dorothy, as there's many different versions. She goes on many other adventures, so we picked that up. I was in the holiday section. Their Christmas section, I think on their website actually says that they're not accepting Christmas decorations at the moment. So I'm guessing that they're probably, filled to the brim in the back with Christmas, or they're trying to go through what Christmas they have now, maybe stockpile it for the holiday. I'm not sure. But their Easter section had a lot of stuff, including where I got my surprise finds at. The first, Lisa Frank. I recognize Lisa Frank. I grew up with the Lisa Frank folders. I had a Lisa Frank Trapper Keeper with the golden retrievers on it. Pretty sure I still have that. You know, Lisa Frank, the colors, the illustrations, she is just a classic part of my growing up and going to school and picking out even your pencils. There were Lisa Frank pencils. So anyway, this is a Lisa Frank Beauty Bits little Easter, we'll call it a kit. There's a ring, some lip gloss, you have some stickers, a mirror, and there's a cute little notebook. Now, when I got home and I looked this up, I mean, it's Lisa Frank. You can't go wrong for buying Lisa Frank for $1. I couldn't find this exact kit. There were others, but I would say that this should sell between the $25 to $35 mark if I am comparing it with other similar solds. I wish there would have been more, because Lisa Frank is always a great item, whether you are collecting it, gifting it, or if you're reselling it. Especially if you get the 90s Lisa Frank stuff. My other surprise came in the Easter section. This was sitting up against the back of one of their shelves, and I thought, oh, this is nice. It's a tile. It's rabbits. They're dancing with their radishes and their carrots. It's cute. It has been worn, I mean, used, worn, and it is stamped or signed HOW 87 on the back. $1. You can't go wrong. It's $1. If it wasn't worth anything, then hey, I have a cute trivet that I could use, bring it out for Easter, gift it, take it to my flea market and get my $1 back for it. Well, surprise, surprise. When I got home and I looked it up, my eBay, my cell phone does not work in the Habitat Restore. It's like service is gone whenever I get to that part of town. So I can't look anything up when I'm there. But when I got home, now this exact pattern, there is none listed in this exact pattern with the 2 bunnies, with the radishes. There are others that have sold and some that are listed that have a different type of pattern. But it is, the artist is Karen Howe, and it is from the late 80s. And these are dancing rabbits. A similar one in a different pattern, but with the rabbits, sold this summer for, drum roll please, pad drum roll, for $98. $98. $98. And I paid $1. Wish there would have been a whole set of these. What will I get for mine? We'll have to see. Currently, when I looked at eBay on my laptop, I did not see any single trivets. There was a pair of trivets, again, a different pattern, that there was listed for, I think, $228 for 2 of them. I think it's safe to say that I should at least be able to get $90, $95 for this guy. Who would have thought? It's cute. It's, you know, very, I guess, you know, artsy, primitive kind of looking, perfect for that kitchen that decorates in that style. I don't know. Will I ever see another Karen Howe Dancing Rabbits piece again? Not sure, but if I do, I know that I should pick it up. She also has mugs, dishes, plates, etc. So that is perhaps something to be on the lookout for if you see it. I mean, it is cute. It's cute, and that's why I picked it up. But surprise, when I got home, jaw drop. $98. Wow. And I spent $3 on everything. So between the little trivet and then the Lisa Frank, once that all sells, after my cost, after fees, after taxes, I think I should clear at least $100 in profit for a few minutes, 10 minutes or so of looking at shelves at the thrift store. Now, trips like this make me want to go out thrifting more, but then when I go thrifting and I see shelf after shelf of chewed on reusable water bottles and stained used takeout containers that they're asking $3.99 for, Not at Habitat Restore though. It's like, no. Let's all copy Habitat Restore and how we present things, how we organize things, and even with our pricing. I think that they are doing it right. And I'm very happy with the little items that I got. $3 for 10 to 15 minutes of walking around, shopping, and seeing what they have. I think that's a good thrifting trip. I hope you enjoyed this. If you're going out to your thrift store, take a look. If it looks interesting, bring it home, add it to your collection, resell it, gift it. You might be surprised at what you can find all the way in the back of a shelf and what it actually might be worth. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you all next time for the next adventure here at Paper and Moose.